I want to hire that guy.
Game of the year winner is Elden Ring.
I knew they were gonna do some bullshit, bruh. I knew they were gonna do some bullshit, bruh.
Lucas, don't lie, okay? You cannot title your video, "Let's watch Elden Ring lose Game of the Year," and then say, "Oh, I expected this bullshit, I expected this bullshit." No, you didn't expect anything, okay? Just take the L, and shut up. So anyway, guys, I wake up this morning, you know, the Game Awards where I live, they were at like 1 AM. I'm not watching that shit. So I wake up, I look on Twitter, turns out everybody's been robbed, okay? Sonic has been robbed and killed, apparently. Xenoblade got robbed, but maybe most importantly, God of War got robbed. Because against all expectations, Elden Ring actually managed to win Game of the Year, which I was not expecting at all because this award show is usually incredibly biased towards Sony games like God of War. So when I saw that my entire Twitter timeline was flooded with PlayStation fanboy salt, I could not be happier. Because we haven't had a wave of pony salt this large in a good while, and it is December. So, you know, the fucking ad revenue be poppin'. But honestly, this shit will never stop being funny. It will never stop being funny when people like Amazing Lucas constantly talk shit about Elden Ring, say how it's gonna lose the Game of the Year to God of War, even put it in the title of their live stream, right? Hype it up for the entire live stream only to then have it be revealed that Elden Ring actually won, and then go, "Oh, it's bullshit, I knew they were gonna pull some bullshit." No, you didn't fucking know, dude. Calm down. And I saw somewhere that JTech also had like a massive fucking freak out on his stream. I think he deleted it though, cause I can't find it anywhere. Either that or I'm just dumb. Anyway, I feel like I've rambled on for long enough. Let's just get into the tweets, shall we? They both deserve to share Game of the Year.
Elden Ring is pretty much a glorified Genshin Impact.
Fucking how? Tell me you haven't played Elden Ring or Genshin Impact without telling me you haven't played Elden Ring or Genshin Impact. Genshin Impact is more like Breath of the Wild if Breath of the Wild was a pay-to-win gacha game. How are you gonna compare this game to Elden Ring? Elden Ring actually has like very thought out and detailed combat, while in Genshin Impact you can just walk up to the enemy and then press the same button a bunch of times to do a combo, which for some reason you can do combos by just pressing one button, and that's it. It's not at all the same thing. The only, I guess, similarity they share is that it's a third-person open-world game, but the combat is completely different, you know, the style is completely different. There's no fucking pay-to-win mechanics in Elden Ring. You don't have to pay money for characters and shit.
Honestly bored of the get good culture taking over gaming. Elden Ring is an empty world with almost entirely copy/paste enemies that repeat over and over. Even Miyazaki himself said he has no idea why people liked it so much.
Argument, Senator. Why don't you back it up with a source?
My source is that I made it the fuck up.
Okay, Miyazaki never said it like that. I mean, he did say that he doesn't understand why the game is so popular and why people like it so much. But that isn't because the game is bad. It's because it's far more popular than any other Souls game to ever come out. And he doesn't want to do market research to try and understand why this game is so popular, because he fears that will affect the quality of his next game. And yeah, the fucking copy and paste enemies, yeah, because God of War doesn't have any copy and paste enemies at all. Like literally every game, especially open world games, have copy and paste enemies. I can't think of a single one that doesn't. But the claim that the game is almost entirely copy and paste enemies is bullshit. It's just not true. And the open world isn't empty. There's plenty of secrets to find, plenty of shit to do. I mean, yeah, the main thing you can do is fight enemies, but that's kind of the point.
Rigged.
Now, I do 100% believe that these award shows are rigged, and that's why I think it's weird that people even care about them in the first place. But to me, it just kind of seems that whenever someone's favorite game wins an award show, suddenly the award show isn't rigged. But if it loses, it's rigged and they were paid off, you know what I mean? It's very weird. And these award shows aren't like, you know, the Olympics or anything. At the Olympics, the people who win the highest awards are just objectively the best athletes. Here, you have a bunch of games that you can't really compare, because God of War is like a hack and slash, and Elden Ring is an open world Souls game, so it's kinda weird to compare them to begin with, but you know, whatever.
A game with worse combat, no story, no characters, worse graphics, worse direction than God of War, LMAO.
If you believe that Elden Ring has no story, you probably didn't play the game. And as far as God of War having better combat than Elden Ring goes, that's subjective, that's an opinion. But you can't state this fact. You can't say, oh, the game has worse combat, because they have very different kinds of combat.
Got it wrong. Oh well, 75% of the people who played your inaccessible game never beat it. It won Game of the Year before it even came out because From Software has become the Shakespeare of gaming. People think they're supposed to like it for whatever reason.
First of all, this motherfucker doesn't like Shakespeare. Second of all, 75% of people not beating the game. I feel like it's a pretty good margin, right? If 25% of the people play through the entirety of the game, because usually most people that buy a game don't play all the way through it, right? I don't know what the exact rate is for most games, on average, but 25% to me seems to be pretty high.
What the fuck? I don't even play this. How? It should have been God of War. It doesn't make sense.
Okay, first of all, you didn't play the game, so how do you know it's not good, right? How are you complaining that this game won Game of the Year and that it's bad if you haven't even played it? Second of all, why the fuck does you playing the game matter? Oh yeah man, next time we fucking name a Game of the Year, we of course have to check if Nikki Ray on Twitter has actually played the game, because otherwise it's impossible for us to name a Game of the Year without her or his approval. Now, there is something else that I kinda want to talk about real quick, and that is the Bill Clinton kit that randomly showed up during the Game Awards. So Miyazaki, right, when he won, him and his team, they walked up on stage like usual, and then this random ass kid from a completely different aisle of seating also gets up and just walks onto the stage with them. It's insane how that's even possible. And then when Miyazaki was finally done speaking, the kid walked up to the mic and said these now legendary words.
Everybody and say that I think I want to nominate this award to my Reformed Orthodox Rabbi Bill Clinton. Thank you, everybody.
If you couldn't understand him, he said thank you to the Orthodox Rabbi Bill Clinton. Or he nominated him. I'm sorry, he nominated the Orthodox Rabbi Bill Clinton. Now obviously this guy wasn't supposed to be there on the stage, so people kept asking questions like, who is this guy? What did he mean? Why did he say that? I'm just sitting here wondering why he is so much cooler than I am. But Jeff Keighley did confirm that he was arrested, which then sparked a new fucking trend on Twitter where people started tweeting free him. And I think they're right, he shouldn't go to jail. It's not illegal what he did. He shouldn't be arrested. Right? It's their fault for not having enough security. The worst thing they can do is trespass him or ban him from future events. But last time I checked, it's not illegal to walk up on the stage during a performance. Or maybe I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's not legal. Anyway boys, I'm sure that this whole God of War losing Game of the Year situation will definitely spawn more salt that I will then be able to make videos about. So it's gonna be great. But yeah, for now this is the video. If you like this video, please like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye.